guys, Happy New Year. It is January 1st, 2020. It is noon right now. Actually, it's 12:02. If you hear any laughter in the other room, it's because Taylor and JD are watching Ace Ventura, so I apologize. I'm sitting at Taylor's drum kit because I liked this lighting, and that's pretty much the only reason. So it's a new year. Everyone wants to make new goals, new resolutions, all that stuff. I talk a lot about setting goals for yourself in skating especially, and I personally used to set a lot of goals for myself in skating. I have a hard time setting goals for myself in real life. And I always say, like, skating isn't real life, but now it kind of is. Like, the past 10 years, a lot has changed. This whole decade thing has really weirded me out because 10 years ago, I was competing and winning at the World Championships, and I was like a totally different person. It's all I thought about. It's all I dreamed about. It's everything. Everything I did surrounded skating. What I ate, what I did. I have still never done a bunch of sports like skiing and snowboarding and stuff because my parents were worried about me getting hurt and not being able to skate. So there are a lot of good and bad things from 10 years ago that are still kind of, I'm still trying to not necessarily recover from, but grow from. So this past year has been huge for me. You guys have showed up in my life and have made such an impact on me. Sorry. Speaking about the channel, I was like, oh my gosh, did I hit record? I've been teaching for about 10 years now. Let me get comfy. I feel like this is gonna be a while. I'm sitting on a drum throne, and I don't know if I can sit cross-legged on this. Okay, so yeah, this past year, I started this channel, and I did my intro sitting right here. We used to have a couch here, but now there's a drum set. I don't play drums. But I wanted to talk more about what is happening in the new year. So in 2020, coming up actually in like 2 weeks, oh my gosh, that's in 2 weeks, I will be having a meetup. It will be in Orlando, Florida. And I just want, it's nothing like crazy official. I just want to get as many people as I can that are in that area to come skate outside and like just have a community. So that will be January 19th. So January 19th, Orlando, Florida. I don't have a meetup spot yet, so if you can help me out with that, anyone who lives near Orlando. I will be there that weekend for the America's Cup competition. And my flight doesn't leave until the afternoon of the 19th, so I want to do something the morning of the 19th to get to know all of you guys in Florida. So that's coming up. In April, I will be in Berlin, which I'm very excited about. So that's coming up-ish. It will be here sooner than we think. But I want to get that started in Berlin in April. There's a huge community of you guys in Berlin, so I'm really excited about that one. I've already talked to some of you, but if you are in Orlando or if you are in Berlin, please do let me know. I'm very excited to go to those places and get to know all of you. Now, my own goals, my own resolutions for the new year. Since I don't compete anymore, I teach. I'm on skates pretty much every day. However, I don't practice ever, and I need to. There are so many things that I need to learn, that I need to practice, that I need to get better at in skating. And instead of just teaching, I need to actually practice them myself. So that is something I need to do in the new year. Like, that is what I'm set on. I'm going to practice. Now, practicing is hard. I used to practice every day, so I got really good at it, but now it's a little different because I don't have necessarily an end goal that is so set. Like, I used to have to practice for regionals, then nationals, then worlds. That was a whole thing. A whole structure. Now it's like, what do I want to learn? Okay, I'm going to practice to get better at that. Okay, what do I want to learn next? I'll practice to get better at that. Now it's a little harder because it's not set in stone, so I need to set my own goals for things that I want to do. Another thing, for the channel at least, yes, there will still be videos every week, every Friday. I will be doing more like interviews with people, with skaters. I have one coming up with Ashley Clifford, which I'm really excited about. that has been a crazy step in last year. Last year was the first time I had a skater make it to the World Championships, and then she got injured, so we didn't go to the World Championships. So that was a big one. Last year was the best I had ever done as a coach. My skaters killed it last year, and you know who you are. I'm so proud of you guys. And looking back at videos from America's Cup last year and then like watching you guys at practice this week, you guys have gotten so much better. Even all of you on the internet that have sent me videos, you guys are improving so much. Hence why I need to practice, because you guys are going to pass me up and be better than me. Something else that I want to do besides the meetups for this year, another goal of mine, is to start doing online lessons, which I've talked to quite a few people that have reached out to me about this, that are in other countries and stuff like that, that are traveling, can't get into my rink or into a rink. I want to do online lessons. So I'm still working on a platform for that. In the meantime, I have started to do some lessons over Skype, so I will keep that going. Please let me know if you are interested in that. As for my personal life goals in 2020, I don't like planning a lot, so I want to get better at planning the things that I need to plan. As for the other side of that, I love being like spontaneous and in the moment, and I've kind of let that side of me go a little bit. I need to bring that back. I need to be more open to adventure. Luckily, I have my husband Taylor, who is currently making me coffee, that keeps me pretty adventurous. I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and she said she was going to think before she says yes more. And I said, oh, that's funny, because I'm going to think before I say no more. I typically just automatically think of a reason why I don't want to do something and say no. So I call myself a no man instead of a yes man. I'm going to get better at that. I'm not going to say yes to a bunch of things coming up in the new year, but I will think before I say no so quickly. I don't know if that helps at all, if that's even a good resolution, but that's one of mine. Always, I want to drink more water. I want to stretch more. I want to get more flexible. I want to keep up my flexibility. This always happens to me, and it drives me crazy. I start like the first few months of the year, and I'm stretching. I'm doing really well health-wise, taking care of my body. And then I get in this space where it's like, okay, I've already done all this stuff. I feel good. Now I can start eating what I actually want to eat and doing what I actually want to do. No, Nicole, that's so bad. You have to keep, again, along with the practicing, it's continuous. Like you have to set a schedule. You have to stay in a rhythm. And once you get in that rhythm, then you'll actually see the results that you want to see. But you can't stop that rhythm. You have to keep it going. It's a lifestyle. So, to sum it up, thank you. I'm so grateful for all of you that watch these videos every week. Follow me on Instagram if you don't do that already. Yes, I made a TikTok for all of you children that wanted me to make a TikTok. For all of my children who say I'm too old to do TikTok, no, I'm not. All my students are like, you're on the border. So thank you to all of you. Please follow me along on all these other journeys, because I try to put out different content on each platform. I stopped putting these tutorials on Instagram because I wanted my Instagram to just be my Instagram and then YouTube to be YouTube. So I've kind of done a better job at separating that. Look back at yourself throughout the past decade, throughout the past year. Like, don't be disappointed in yourself. Look back at what you've done and be grateful for everything that you have, everything that you've done. I, a few years ago, split off from a few of my best friends with the company that we started, and I thought that was like the end of everything. And it wasn't. It wasn't the end of everything. Yeah, it still makes me sad. It's okay to look back on the past and be sad about what has happened and what has changed and all that, but we have to be grateful for what we have and what we've built after all of that. I didn't want this to be a sad post. Hold on. Okay. Wow, I have not cried while filming a video yet. That was weird. Anyway, it's okay to look back and be sad about some of the things that have happened and stuff like that. But I don't think any of us should live in regret. And I personally have learned from what's happened. And you do, over time, find out who your real friends are, find out what you truly should be doing, how you feel about certain things. And that's okay. It's okay to change. It's okay for things to change, even if you don't want them to change. But always try to find the actual meaning behind it and figure out what you actually want from certain situations. That is what this past decade has been for me. I graduated from high school in 2010, and now going into 2020, I am nowhere where I thought I would be. I thought at that time I would be traveling around the world. I would be living not in California. I thought I'd be living in a different country and skating professionally, probably still competing. Not married. I had no plans of being married. Yeah, basically I am not where I thought I would be at all. And I'm so grateful for it. So here's to the new year. Happy New Year. Happy 2020. That sounds so weird. And yeah, let's keep rolling. Let's be better than ever. Bye, guys.